Hi everybody, my name is Natalie Ariola and welcome to Making of Monday. This is a new video series that I am starting. Basically the idea is that I'm going to take you through my creative process and we are going to make an image together from start to finish. So I'm really excited about this. I hope that it'll be beneficial to you and it'll also just be fun to see how I put these together. And obviously this is a totally brand new thing. This is my first video, so I would love any feedback that you have. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, and let's get ready to have some fun. So I'm going to start by giving you a little bit of information about the image that we're going to create today. So I've been working on a series, it's called Phantasmagoria, and it's inspired in part by the artwork of René Magritte. I don't know if you've seen any of my Phantasmagoria images, but I'm going to show you some here in the video, and that's what we're going to do today. So basically I take a photo of someone, typically a nude, in my black chair that I have that you're going to see in a minute, and just in front of a regular black backdrop with pretty minimal lighting. Like I typically use one, maybe two lights, but usually just one. There's even been instances where I've just used window light. And then I am going to photograph an object which we are then going to edit in front of the face. So let's get started. So I'm just doing a little bit of handheld recording here so that I can show you, there's my cat, what a small space I'm working in. This is a very small space. This is my living room. Okay, so here I am setting things up. I'm just moving my furniture out of the way. I always use this wall to shoot in front of, and this is just a very cheap stand and backdrop. I got the stands for probably like $40. I don't think they were even that expensive, and the backdrop was like $20 on Amazon. So this is all very easy, very cheap. Okay guys, so I'm almost set up. I have my black backdrop and I have my chair. I'm going to get one light and set that up. I closed my window over here, and I'm gonna need to use the tripod that I'm shooting this on right now. So I'm gonna try to set my camera up in a way that you can still see me shooting. We'll see if that works out. All right. Okay guys, so this is me shooting. As you can see, I'm doing self-portrait here, so I have a trigger hooked up to the camera and I'm just holding it in my hand, and I intermittently go up and check and see what I've got. I'm really happy with how those turned out. So the next step is I need to photograph the seashell that I'm going to use to put in front of my face, and I need to have the exact same lighting for that. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so that's it for the seashell. Pretty easy. And now we're on to editing. Okay guys, so I just wanted to go over some of the editing that I did on this image with you. What you're seeing now is just the original image as it was when I started, so no editing whatsoever. Then I did a little bit of basic retouching. I straightened it out a tiny hair, and I also removed just a few blemishes here and there, nothing big. From there, we're going to go on to frequency separation. I just did a very, very slight amount of this to just even out the skin tones a little bit. Okay, so now I'm just evening out the skin tones a little more by that you can see that I have tan lines and things, and I'm just trying to make everything more cohesive. And now I am removing the redness in the skin. So that's what that layer is doing. Finally, I did do a tiny bit of dodging and burning. It's like, you probably can't even tell. It's just slightly further even out the tones in the image. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and make it black and white. So I wasn't sure if maybe I might choose to make it color. That's why I went ahead and did the color adjustments. Sometimes I change my mind. So now we're adding the shell. The shell is actually made up of several layers. So the first one is just the shell itself. So that's what you're seeing there. Then I made it black and white to match the rest. Then I added just a little orb in the center of the shell. This was very simply done. I just took a very soft white brush and just dabbed that right in there. So super easy. Okay, so then we are going to use render clouds on some additional layers in order to create this sort of nebula-like effect around the ball of light. So we're getting kind of a space thing going here. Next we're going to add the stars. So this is a little involved and I'm not going to go into every detail of this process. You can Google how to create star fields and find tutorials that will show you how to do this. But basically I used a layer that I filled with noise and did some levels adjustments on to get the stars themselves. I then added another render cloud layer and I put that onto color dodge mode. Then I added a layer beneath that where I painted colors into the image, and I mean, as you can see, this is a really cool effect, and it looks pretty realistic. It looks very much like it could be a real like space photo. Okay, and so that removed a little bit of the contrast from the image. So here I'm just adding a curves layer to bring some contrast back in. Finally, I added a small lens flare over my eye. I did this by just making a selection of the small area around my eye, copy pasting it onto a new layer, and then doing the lens flare so that it would just be very small like that. As you can see, there's a little bit of masking on that layer as well. I just wanted it to show up just right above my pupil there. And then I added sharpening, and there we have our image. Okay guys, so that's it. I did add a couple final touches to that image. I wanted to fit with the rest of the images from the series, so I did add a texture that I used on all of the other images over the top, which makes it look a bit like an old photograph. So I'll make sure to add that to the end of the video so you can see the totally 100% finished image. And I hope that this was fun for you. It was definitely fun for me. I hope you got something out of it. I would love to hear your feedback, so please feel free to leave comments and also to email me with any questions you have. And I'm looking forward to the next one. Thank you.